Accidents involving big rigs differ in many ways from those between two ordinary passenger vehicles. Not only are catastrophic injuries or death much more likely when a passenger car and a huge 18-wheeler collide, but the question of who is liable for damages and losses in a truck accident can be much more complicated. My name's Andy Dragovic, and I'm a trial attorney at the law firm of Sommers Schwartz. In car crashes, issues of liability and fault, as well as determining who should be responsible for compensating the victim for their losses, are often relatively straightforward. Usually only two parties are involved, with one driver or the other held wholly or partially responsible. Lawsuits arising from truck accident, however, often involve multiple potentially liable parties, from the truck driver and the carrier that owns the truck to insurance carriers, maintenance companies, and the manufacturer of the truck or its components. Determining the liability in a truck accident lawsuit largely depends on the cause of the crash. If the truck driver was distracted, for example, or impaired, spent too much time behind the wheel in violation of federal regulations, or was otherwise negligent, they certainly can be held liable for a victim's damages. But most truck drivers work for trucking companies or carriers that can also be deemed liable for the driver's negligence under the legal concept of vicarious liability, through which employers or other companies are held responsible for the acts of their agents. Truck owners or trucking companies can also be negligent in their own right if their failure to conduct proper and required maintenance leads to an accident, or if they encourage or force drivers to violate safety regulations. If a garage or maintenance facility doesn't do its job, or there's a defective part on the truck, the companies behind those acts of negligence can also be held liable. And behind all these potentially responsible parties are insurance companies that, much like their auto insurance counterparts, will do everything possible to fight an injury victim's claims. With our experience at Sommers Schwartz and a lengthy record of success obtaining compensation for truck accident victims, we can tackle the complexities of truck accident lawsuits and hold all responsible parties accountable for the damage they cause.